Hello, welcome back, superstar traders. I'm super delighted one more time to have every one of you back on this YouTube channel for the weekly market outlook. My name is 𝗦𝗛𝗔𝗥𝗘, head market analyst for EQ Markets Global, and you know how we do it every Monday when we consider the weekly market outlook. This is a time we look at the entire happenings that is going to affect the market. I mean the economic calendar for the week, and more so this is a time we'll also try as much as possible as we can to also look at possible assets that could give us good money, right? So if you're ready, I'm ready. Now remember last week I said something. I said that going forward from this week we're going to be doing a recap of what we were asked to buy or what we were asked to sell last week, right? So yes, I'll be making a recap of all that we were asked to do last week. I mean the trades that we were asked to take last week. Okay, so last week, yes, we considered USD JPY for a buy. Right, it has to buy into a certain zone, and then we are expecting a sell. So let me quickly go through that, right? Okay, so for sake of time, right, I would be pardon me just a second. All right, so yes, so last week last week Monday, USD JPY was trading somewhere around this area here. Okay, and then of course we said we're going to see bullish retracement into this zone, and then prices will begin to drop below. All right, if this zone does not hold, we don't find confirmation on this zone, then we'll be looking for confirmation somewhere around this zone. And of course the buy has played out. It's the sell we're expecting to play out right now. The buy played out just as we analyzed last week. So remember, I did not really tell you to take a buy, but those people on our Telegram channel, they were hacks. Okay, we asked those people on our Telegram channel to actually scalp the buy, of course, which we did. We made some money before prices came into our zone. So that's for USD JPY. So this week we'll be expecting a sell, but I'll come to that, okay, for this week. And then as well on gold, we were asked to watch for confirmations on gold and also look out for breakout. All right, I gave you two scenarios on what is going to be happening on gold. And of course those two scenarios happened. So this was the first scenario. I told you that I'll be expecting a breakout from this zone, all right, come back to retest, and prices will continue to go up. Now the video for last week weekly market outlook is still on this YouTube channel, so you can pretty well go back to confirm these things here if you really did not take it or you're new to this YouTube channel. So I expected a breakout and then come back to retest, and prices will go back up, because apparently I'm expecting prices to come to create a new all-time high, higher than 2080. All right, on our brokerage platform, which is equity, 2080. So I'm expecting prices to come back to that same zone or to create a new all-time high. So I told you that I'm expecting a breakout, a retest, and prices continue to rally up. Or I'm expecting a consolidation, clear liquidity, and then still go up. But in either cases, I was buy biased, okay? And exactly what has happened and played out on gold, okay? As well on gold, we saw how prices simply broke out from this zone. Okay, we saw how prices simply broke out. Just a minute. Beautiful. So we saw how prices broke out from this zone last week and then came back to retest. Today had overall been bullish for gold, but I still expect a little more retracement, then gold will continue. Right, that was for gold. And then for Euro JPY, oh my goodness, Euro JPY is our stop loss. Euro JPY is our stop loss last week. So yes, this was the trade that we took on Euro JPY. I said sell Euro JPY, okay, from this zone. It was selling. All of a sudden the market directions just changed, and Euro JPY bought, right? And then it's our stop loss, okay? But then the good thing was we knew already what we were risking. So Euro JPY was the only trade last week that we got stop loss hits. And then of course we looked at 𝗟𝗔𝗏𝗘 as well. I told you to sell 𝗟𝗔𝗏𝗘 last week as well. I told you to sell 𝗟𝗔𝗏𝗘 last week. So let me take this off. This is my current analysis on 𝗟𝗔𝗏𝗘. So this was a trade we took last week on 𝗟𝗔𝗏𝗘, and the trade was 1:4 risk to reward ratio, and of course we smashed it really hard. And congratulations to everyone that took this trade, right? Because already I told you I was already on this trade and I was running in profit as well with Euro JPY, but Euro JPY went back. So congratulations to everyone that took this trade, and we smashed it really hard. In fact, look at the sell, sold massively. I mean massively, guys. And then of course we looked at US30 as well. Okay, yeah, US30 hit our stop loss as well. But of course US30, I asked that you find confirmation before you enter the market. That was exactly what I was asking. So we took US30 trade somewhere. This is somewhere around this level here. We took for a sell. But I told you that if you don't get a confirmation, don't enter yet. All right. So I did not take it because I did not see confirmation. You know what I told you? No confirmation, no entry. Confirmation saves me a lot from unnecessary trades. So when I did not see confirmation, I was waiting and waiting. Then I saw prices broke out from this zone that we've been looking at. It has been holding this zone for very long, right? It has been holding this zone for very long. So when I did not get confirmation and I just saw prices broke out, I was like, oh my God. I was like, thank you, God. I did not take this trade. And of course, you know, US30 can be very volatile, very, very volatile. So yes, congratulations to me, myself, and everyone that did not take that trade because we did not get confirmation. So guys, confirmation is extremely good. So these were the trades that we took last week. Only Euro JPY hit stop loss. 𝗟𝗔𝗏𝗘 delivered 1:4. Gold broke above our zone. USD JPY delivered over 80 pips to the buy, and now we're going to be seeing sell. Okay, right? So these were the trades that these are the recap of last week. So let's quickly delve into the economic happenings for this week, and let's see how it's going to be affecting the market. Okay, so for this week, Monday already, we've experienced the manufacturing and flash services PMI, both for the euro and the Great Britain pound, and all results came out negative, okay, for the flash services PMI. Right, we're expecting the 2:45 p.m. news to come, which is still the manufacturing and flash services PMI for the United States dollar. So I'm going to also be considering the dollar index as well, and also the JPY index today, so that we can know how to trade what we will be trading for this week. And then on Tuesday, of course, we just only have the consumer confidence. On Wednesday, we have CPI data coming out for the USD, and then of course FOMC. Don't forget, we're gradually approaching another NFP. Okay, so of course FOMC meetings has to be held next week Friday. Hopefully it's going to be NFP. So yes, we should start expecting the FOMC, the JOLTS reports, and many more. Yeah, so we watch out for the FOMC meetings, and also their interest rate hike that will be happening. That's going to be a 25 basis point interest rate hike. Okay, that's going to be a 25 basis point interest rate hike that we're going to be expecting for the United States dollar. Will this make the dollar stronger, or will this make the dollar weaker? All right, we would get to see that. Then of course we will be expecting as well some interest rate hike, which is more like monetary policy statement on Thursday 1:15 p.m. for the euro. Okay, for the euro, and of course they want to hike interest rates by 25 basis points as well, right? 25 basis points, just like so to bring it from 4% to about 4.25%. All right, we're going to also see the impact of all of these things in the market. Sorry about that. We're going to see the impact of all these things pretty well in the market. And then of course we are going to be expecting some more GDP 1:30 p.m. on Thursday, and as well there will be press conference 1:45 p.m. 30 minutes after the interest rate hike for the euro. And then of course on Friday we're going to be expecting some monetary policy statement, but of course it is for the JPY. It's always tentative. I'm going to be talking a little about the JPY index today as well, so that we also get to know what we are trading, and some other news that will be coming out still for this week. So let's get to put all of that in mind. Okay, we're expecting FOMC this week, and of course monetary interest rate hike in US dollar, and of course we're also expecting interest rate hike, 25 basis interest rate hike on Thursday for the euro. And then of course we have monetary policy statements still for the JPY on Friday. I think these are the major news that we will be putting up our eyes. Okay, CPI data for the Aussie on Wednesday. These are the major data we will be putting our eyes on to look at. Now, without wasting any further time, let's quickly look at the dollar index and let's see what the dollar index is doing. So last week, yes, I told you on this channel that I was expecting, after the massive sell-off on the dollar, I was expecting the dollar to perhaps come into this zone, which is around the 99.157 level. Then from that zone, I will be expecting a push to the upside. Apparently, that's not what happened. Okay, it did not really get to that zone before the bullish movement began. Okay, before the bullish movement began. So what am I expecting this week? But it's all fine. It's still the same thing. It's still the same thing, right? Because I was expecting a bullish movement. Just I didn't get to the zone I really was expecting it to get to before the bullish movement began. So, but then this week, what I am expecting is pretty well very simple. Okay, if you notice carefully, let me put it out on the weekly time frame so you get to see that. If you notice carefully, this was an established support, and for long that support held. I mean, guys, for very long, this support had been from around May 2022, right? It became a support, and then this is a perfect break. Okay, so once it break, simply put, the law of break and retest, okay, the principle of break and retest is most likely going to be applied here. Is going to apply here. So that's on the weekly time frame. Let's scale down to the daily time frame, and prices have rejected back into the established former previous support zone. So apparently at this zone we're going to be expecting sellers, all right, to lock in around here so that they can push prices further below. That's break and retest. So yes, for this week I'm expecting some a little bullish movement consolidation, but overall I'm expecting a massive sell to occur on the dollar this week. Okay, I'm expecting a massive sell to occur on the dollar, and apparently where I'm expecting it is the zone where it was supposed to get to. I was expecting it gets to that 99.157. That's the zone I'm expecting this week and the coming week that the dollar will get to. All right, so this week we're going to be experiencing some little consolidation around this zone, or even a little more bullish push, and then overall a massive sell on US dollar index. Okay, and then for the Japanese index, I'm talking about the Japanese index now because I want to give you some assets to trade on the that is paired with the Japanese yen. Okay, so I'm giving you the index, the performance of the index, so that we will get to know that as well. So if you look at it on the weekly time frame, all right, the Japanese index, okay, had been on a very steady bearish movement, right? That been on a very, very steady bearish movement. You can see that, yes, here. Okay, you can see that here. That been on a very steady bearish movement. Okay, so after its last major wave, right, we're expecting most likely that prices will get back into this zone. Okay, most likely that prices will get back into this zone. Beautiful. So what I'm expecting this week is a bullish movement on the Japanese index, and of course I'm expecting it to come into 821.6. Okay, that's where I'm expecting the Japanese index to come into. So this is on the weekly time frame. Of course, we can already find bullish momentum around that zone, all right, around this zone where it's currently playing out. And of course, this week has started with a bullish kind of formation on the Japanese index, right? If we look at it on the daily time frame, we would most likely tell this is a first move, a corrective move. We hope to see a continuation, all right? JPY has to be strong this week. Whatever it's tentative on Friday, please, JPY has to be strong this week, okay? So, when prices was actually falling, I was expecting prices to fall into this zone, but of course, it closed a little below that zone. All right, if you look at it, this was the lowest point at the time, established lowest point, and then of course I was expecting prices to get rejected from here. That is double bottom, but what prices did was to break a little below that and continue to move upward. So long we are seeing prices move above this zone, all right, so we're expecting a bullish movement. On the daily time frame, we still see a bearish confirmation, but on the 4-hourly time frame, we see a bullish push to the upside. Okay, we see a bullish push to the upside. So JPY most likely will be getting stronger and stronger this week, and I hope that the news on Friday also is going to really help the JPY. Okay, so this is what we will be expecting this week. If you're new to this YouTube channel, please don't forget to leave a thumbs up for me in this video. You know why? I'm about to show you certain setups that will fetch you real money. Of course, you saw what we did last week, and then of course it gave us money, right? We're about to do some more amazing setups that will give us money. So just before I show you 3 to 5 assets that will fetch you money, please leave a thumbs up for this video, right? Just smash that like icon, smash it, right? You done that, right? Smash that like icon. And of course, if you've done that, I need you to subscribe to this YouTube channel. And not only that, if you're not yet trading with EQ Markets Global, I mean, you're missing out, okay? Because in our Telegram group and of course in our private WhatsApp group, every single time people are making money. Of course, most times I drop setups here, but when those setups are met, when the conditions of those setups are met, you don't get to get notifications because you're not on our Telegram group or you're not on our WhatsApp group. And sometimes as well, I see beautiful, amazing setups and I just throw it in. I mean, guys, buy this asset now or sell. This is your take profit, this is your stop loss, and people are making money. If you want to be part of that team, look in the description below here. You see the link to our website, which is www.eqmarketsglobal, right? Go to the website, create an account. Somebody's going to reach out to you and of course add you up to our WhatsApp group, okay? The private WhatsApp group where we get to learn and then also trade. Amazing. We already started GoPro. GoPro is a weekly mentorship program that we are holding every Friday, 11 a.m. And of course, that is exclusive to our community members and not everybody. So you don't get to see some deep analysis, some deep things that you should know to become profitable. You don't get to see all that because you are not trading with equity yet. So click on the link in the description below or simply go to your browser and type www.eqmarketsglobal. Right, let me put that, okay, www.eqmarketsglobal.com. So simply type this in your browser and trust me, you will be fine. Okay, you'll be fine. This is the website, www.eqmarketsglobal.com. okay, and then sign up an account. You get a 30% AWUF withdrawable bonus for your first time deposit above $100. So hurry now to sign up an account with us. Now let's go over. Let me quickly show you the assets that will fetch you money, all right, for this week. So the first I'm going to start with is which one should I start with? Okay, let me start with USD CAD, right? So USD CAD, I'm seeing a buy opportunity, but we're going to be expecting first a sell and after the sell, we're going to be expecting a bullish move. Already, we've gotten a bullish confirmation. We've seen that this week begun, and then of course we see bullish momentum playing out nicely on using our CC high, that is a commodity channel index. Okay, so we already see that playing out. So this week we're going to be expecting some more bullish movement, or perhaps a little more bearish movement, and then a push to the upside. I mean, I don't want to miss this buy trade. I do not want to miss this buy trade. So let me show you how that is going to be happening. All right, if either we're going to be experiencing, so let me show you buy. Beautiful. So maybe prices will reject down a bit, right? Prices will reject down a bit, and then of course we're expecting to take it all the way to this stop here, and our stop loss can be below. So this is like 1:3. All right, that's because my stop loss is actually big. All right, so my stop loss, okay, let's leave the stop loss a little big so that we can allow our trade to wiggle and wiggle and wiggle and wiggle. Okay, so yes, this is what I'm expecting to play out. 1:3.2. all right, that's the risk to reward. We're risking, so if we're risking say $50 on this trade, we're expecting to make approximately around $150 or $170. That's going to be amazing. Okay, so this week, this is what I'm expecting to play out on USD CAD. So first, I'm going to be expecting a little push to the downside, most likely, and then of course I'll be expecting this movement all the way. So this is what I'll be expecting to play out on USD CAD. So the entry levels, if prices get to 1.31366, all right, take a buy. If it goes below that level and still gets to somewhere around 1.30936, in fact, that's the best discounted price anyone would be looking out to buy USD CAD. Remember, I told you that the dollar this week, I'm expecting a little push to the upside, or even a little more consolidation before the massive sell. Okay, and of course I did not check the CAD index. Of course, maybe there will be some form of weakness on the CAD index, but technically what I can find here is prices trying to still continue to create higher highs and of course higher lows. Okay, so this is what I'm expecting on USD CAD buy, so take note of that. And then as well on NZD CAD, I will be expecting on NZ. Okay, let me give you Euro USD first. Euro USD, I know a lot of people like to trade Euro USD, so where are you guys? Okay, this is it. So this is Euro USD. Okay, so I try to check Euro USD. By the way, is the overall sentiment on Euro USD is a buy. Okay, that's the overall sentiment on Euro USD. So I'm still buy biased on Euro USD, and this is why I'm looking at it on the monthly time frame, and of course I can see how nicely this trend line has been playing out. So obviously I'm expecting prices to come back into this trend line, which is somewhere at around 1.15766. Around this zone is where I'm expecting that Euro USD will come into. And of course, to support my argument, you can see that the CCI, which is the momentum indicator, still shows you that the bulls still dominate the market. The bulls are still very strong in the market. Okay, and they are, in fact, they are yet to confirm their strength. Okay, they are strong now, but they are yet to confirm that they are really strong by moving above the positive 100. And of course, once that happens, like they say in our native parlance, Utilo, Euro USD is gone, right? So it's going all the way to this level. All right, guys. So how will I be trading with them to further buttress that I will be buying Euro USD? Okay, so I tried as much as I can to also look at it on the daily time frame. Don't forget, we've been having this good bullish ride. Okay, we've been having this good bullish ride, right? But then this was an area that needed to be broken, right? Because this area was acting as though it was the strongest in this whole wild world. But last week it got broken. So if it got broken, the principle of break and retest, of course, is what we're expecting to play out. So we see consolidation around this zone, or we see prices fall a little below, and of course we expect a bullish push to the upside. Okay, this is what I'll be expecting on Euro USD. So let me also show you the best price to maybe want to buy Euro USD. So yes, I'm expecting a move into this zone here, right? And then of course my stop loss should be pretty well a bit tight. Okay, so so this is almost 1:5. So my stop loss is somewhere at around 1.08509. The entry is somewhere around 1.09831, and of course the take profit 1.16 and above. Right, so this is what I'm expecting to play out this week on Euro USD. Right, so I've given you two now. Right, the next one I want to give you, I've given you USD card, I've given you Euro USD. Okay, the next I want to give you is the USD JPY. Remember, I already made a special analysis on USD JPY, and I told you the two zones I'm expecting prices to come into, and then of course prices will begin to fall. This was the first zone. Okay, so I took a minimal risk to take a sell on this zone because I was still having the feeling that perhaps prices will make its way into this very premium zone that I'm looking at, which is this other one here. Okay, so but then prices is currently at this zone, and I got a confirmation already using my commodity channel index. But now the problem is that I've not had a good confirmation on my daily time frame. That's why I'm a bit skeptical that price will most likely get into this zone before it properly sells. Okay, but this is what I'm looking at. Okay, this is what I'm looking at on the 4-hourly time frame. I will still be expecting a little push into that 142.981. So most likely the second scenario is what is going to be playing out. The second scenario is what is going to be playing out, right, on USD JPY. But in overall, look for opportunity to sell USD JPY. Now, what do I mean by I've not seen my confirmation I'm looking for yet? Okay, so what the confirmation I'm looking for, already I've got confirmation on the weekly time frame. Okay, I've got a bearish confirmation on the weekly time frame, so I'm not scared. All right, in the worst case scenario that I take minimal loss, I can as well leave my stop loss, so long as it doesn't exceed the second zone I'm looking at. I can leave my stop loss to wiggle and wiggle because I have confidence that on the weekly time frame this market is going all the way down. Okay, so that's why I can actually take off my stop loss and allow prices to do what it wants to do. Okay, but in all, the confirmation I'm looking out for on the daily time frame is for the momentum indicator to come into the 0 line and perhaps reverse from that 0 line. Once that happens, and then it coincides with the 4 hours, it coincides with the weekly time frame, I'm going all in to sell USD. So that also will fetch money this week. The next I want to give you is GBP JPY. So let me also show you, and then I'll just give you one last one, and then of course we can call it a day. I've given you 3 so far, right? USD card, Euro USD, and of course I've given you USD JPY. So now I'm giving you GBP JPY. So this is GBP JPY, and GBP JPY I am sell biased as well on GBP JPY. So remember, GBP JPY has been buying and buying on ending, okay, until it got to a previous support that was broken, right? This was the previous support, right? If you can notice here, this was a previous support, but since this support was broken some years back, okay, in 2015, it has not, okay guys, it has not been properly retested. It has not been properly retested. Oh god. Sorry, let me make out that zone well for you, for us to see. Beautiful. So you can see that, right? So this is a support area break, and this is a perfect retest. Okay, so we're expecting that retest is going to hold. Okay, that's what we're expecting, that retest is going to hold. So what we do is we find confirmation around that zone, and we're taking GBP JPY for sell now with our full shares for sell. And of course, on the weekly time frame, I've already got a confirmation for sell. If I scale down to the daily time frame, right, I'm expecting a little push to the upside, and then of course I get confirmation on the daily time frame. But the most beautiful part is that I already have confirmation on the 4-hourly time frame, right? I've already got confirmation on the 4-hourly time frame. So if you're seeing this here, I would want to give GBP JPY some benefit of doubt, because the guy is a great guy, okay? So I want to give him some benefit of doubt by putting our stop loss above the previous high, okay? I'll be having our stop loss above the previous high. It's going to be pretty well kind of big, okay? It's going to be pretty well kind of big, but of course the risk to reward is going to be worth it, right? We're looking at a risk to reward of almost 1:4, okay? Almost 1:4. That's what we're going to be looking at. Or else I would have said, okay, you know what, guys, let's have our stop loss a little above the previous high. So by doing so, we increase our risk to reward to almost 1:9. But yet I want to be very, very careful, okay? I want to be very, very careful. That's why I'm allowing this trade to wiggle, and of course that's why I'm looking at this former zone here, all right, to be the stop loss, okay? So this is GBP JPY is going all the way down. The last but not the least I want to give to you is 𝗟𝗜𝗏𝗘𝗘. Remember 𝗟𝗏𝗘𝗘 that fetched us money last week? Yes, I'm expecting 𝗟𝗏𝗘𝗘 to give us money again this week, but this time around not for sell, but this time around for a buy. So let me show you why I want to be buying 𝗟𝗏𝗘𝗘. I'm looking at this on the monthly time frame, yeah. And of course, looking at this on the monthly time frame, this looks like a bullish flag, okay? This looks like a bullish flag. This is the pole, this is a flag, and of course continuation. I really haven't checked it yet. Let me use my feet to check, because of course, you know, if it's a bullish flag, retracement into 61.8 level is going to be massive and awesome. And waha, amazing, guys. I've not even checked this before now. Trust me, I have not checked this before now. But this is on the monthly time frame. So the pole, the retracement into 61.8 level, and you can see that here, right? And then of course this zone here, we have massive push to the upside. So we're expecting that perhaps this particular flag here will be broken, okay? So if you notice it, carefully, okay? We have something like this. And then of course we have something like this. So this is more like the flag, right? This is more like the flag. So this is the 61.8 retracement, fib retracement level that we saw this come into, okay? So pardon me, beautiful. Okay. All right, so we're expecting a continuous bullish movement, and of course on the monthly time frame as well, we can see a bullish move which was not finished yet. So we still see bullish pressure. So I'm expecting a bullish move to the upside. So let's scale down to the weekly time frame. If we scale down to the weekly time frame, we can see the flag and how it's nicely playing out. But again, on the weekly time frame, we have another flag. So this one is the one I noticed. So I'm coming. This one apparently is the one that specifically I noticed. Okay, so you can see this push to the upside, a flag, and most likely a continuation. Again, just to confirm, the retracement should be at least into 50 or 61.8. If it's 61.8, amazing. Guys, did you see that? So we have this pull and we have a retracement into 61.8, and then what else? We're expecting a continuous bullish movement. Remember last week when I was giving you this 𝗟𝗏𝗘𝗘 trade, I told you that the sell-off was going to be risky because I'm seeing a bullish flag. But I told you, regardless, let us take the sell, okay? Because I told you it was going to be a little risky trade, and then of course it delivered. So this week, right, seeing a bullish flag both on the monthly time frame and on the weekly time frame. All right, I will be expecting a buy. All right, I'll be expecting a buyer. After all, this retracement is good. Okay, and then of course on the 4-hourly time frame here, I can see that on the 4-hourly time frame already got confirmation for a buy. So what I'll be expecting this week is a move to the upside. Okay, move to the upside, and this time around I'll be taking it all the way to this stop here, and then my stop loss is going to be tiny because right now I'm going to be riding in the direction of price. Okay, I'm going to be having my stop loss here. So in overall, this is a risk to reward of 1:7. This is what I'm expecting to happen this week and the coming weeks, perhaps on 𝗟𝗜𝗏𝗘. So yes, buy 𝗟𝗜𝗏𝗘. Guys, this is super amazing, right? Did you like this video? Right, like this video so that YouTube can recommend this video to a lot more people. And not only that, please leave a comment for me in the comment section. Ask your questions. I'll be super glad to answer them. And of course, drop your appreciation messages as well. I love to see them. They make me always want to do more, improve myself, and give you the best of analysis. Thank you so much for joining me in this weekly market outlook. I remain 𝗟𝗜𝗏𝗦𝗔𝗥𝗘, and see you next week Monday. Bye.